Hi guys, it's Sophie. I'm going on a trip this weekend, so I wanted to show you guys my new journal. This is my art bag. I altered this bag a couple years ago. I was having a really hard time, and I just kind of like hyper focused on making this beautiful. The other side's really pretty too. And there's my name in little puffy paints. I eventually wanted to do these panels, but we'll see if they ever get done because this is 2 years old. So, but yeah, this is my travel art supplies. That's what I'm going to show y'all today and the new journal I made. So I was actually kind of torn on what kind of journal I was going to bring on my trip because I just finished my last journal was this big fat composition book. And while I did really love doing the altered composition book, um, I liked it because there was a lot of writing space, but also when there was a blank page, I found myself kind of lost. And I was going to do another altered composition book in this size. This is a glue book. I was just going to continue writing in it like a journal and do like all the tapes and stuff. But then I was like, oh, I'll just build a junk journal and then I'll decide. And as soon as I started building the junk journal, I wanted to use it for start it for our trip, and I just thought it would be more fun. So anyway, I'll show you guys my art bag, then I'll give you a little flip of my new journal and my glue book that I'm bringing. So first thing sorry, I keep hitting the camera here. Like I always say, I have no good way of setting this up. So this is the first thing that's in my travel art bag. It's a little sloth pencil case, and it has a bunch of washi tapes on cards. I stole that from Lynn at Love Lynn's Life when she went backpacking, and I've been doing that for about a year or two. I just thought it was a really good idea. So I have that. I have a bunch of glue, my little fussy cutting scissors, and various pens, Sharpies, a couple tapes that I didn't wind on things. So nothing too interesting there. Oh, and another really good way to hold your washi tapes is embroidery thread spools, and then you can put like a little ring. And I used to do that before I did the playing cards, so that's just why I have those few on little spools. So that's my first piece of supplies. My next piece is, I have this, I've had it for a long time. I think I got it from Walmart. It's like a little check organizer thingy. And I just have a bunch of ephemera in here that I kind of specifically picked out for traveling or for this trip. I have some pretty papers in here for collaging, pictures, a bunch of magazine images for my glue book because I like to play in the car. It's not really easy for me to sit still, and I'm claustrophobic, so I have to keep my mind off it. So I'm probably going to put like a couple more little magazine images in there just to stock myself up, but that's my journaling and glue book, ephemera, and little goodies to use. And I like this one because it stays shut and nothing spills out of it. Okay, and so of course I have to bring my coloring stuff. I feel like I'm going to be sitting a lot in the car and, camping, so I just want to do something relaxing. And I chose these two books because, let me try and find my picture here. I already started this as a challenge in one of my coloring groups. So I have this started, and there's a couple other images in this book that I really like if I want to start something new. And this book is by the same company. I find these aren't too popular, and I'm really surprised because I really enjoy the geometric animals, but that's the one I'm working on in this book right now. So I'm going to bring this book too because the next one I want to work on, I really like this cat. So I'll be set for a while if I bring these two books. And these are my absolute favorite out of all the designer coloring books I have, and I don't know why. I think I really just like coloring the geometric shapes without the pressure of having to do like shading and all that. It's just so much more relaxing and mindless for me. And that's what coloring is about for me, is relaxing and meditating. So this is a case I picked up from a thrift store. It's from an airport, I think. I got it for like $2 or something, so that was cool. But this is all my coloring markers and gel pens. I have Crayola Super Tips in here, and these markers from Walmart, I forget what they're called, but they are just like Walmart brand. They were $10 for 48 of them. Don't buy them, they're trash. The only reason I have them still is because I spent money on them, so now I have to use them. But then I have these beautiful Hobby Lobby gel pens that I'm obsessed with. So that's all my coloring markers. And they do all right. Now that I know how to deal with the crummy markers, you know, I can kind of make things look nice. So I'll just use them till they're gone. This is the glue book you guys saw during my glue book sesh, and it looks very different. So I'm really enjoying working on this, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick little flip. The cover, I had a bunch of Peter Pan stuff in the front. I kind of wanted to do like a little Peter Pan thing right here, so I'm still working on the first couple pages. There's a lot of blank pages in here. Well, not blank, but stuff I haven't altered yet. There's a lot of unfinished pages. I really love this one. It says Wind in the Whiskers, and then the little lions just lounging around. And some, like when I glue books and I look back on it, some of the stuff I don't even remember doing. It's that meditational for me that I just completely forget that I made a whole handful of pages some nights. I love this one. I did this with glitter glue and stickles, the little leaves and stuff. The only thing I wouldn't recommend about doing this is the pages, well, it won't do it now, but when it's humid, the pages will kind of stick together when you use the stickles. It's just like a rubbery thing that'll stick to each other, so it did pull some of the page off. And the way I've gotten around that is packing tape. I put packing tape over it, or I put parchment paper between the pages. So a lot of that area is blank. I just did this the other night. I love this patchwork stuff. I ripped up a quilting magazine, so I have a lot of goodies from that for my trip. We have this, that one. Ooh, I love that sparkly. Lots of unaltered pages here. I have lots of room in here, that's why I want to bring it. But I also have, I love the size of it, and it's just so fun. This was a nice gift from a friend. This is one of my favorites. I just did that the other night while I was sitting around. I like this. It's a spooky one. Let's see. Do we have any other? Oh, yeah. I put these this stuff on here. Is that it? Maybe. Yep. I think that's it for this glue book. So that's the glue book I'm bringing. And so yeah, I'll probably work on that a bit. And before I give the grand reveal of my new journal, I just have in here, when I made this, I did some pockets inside. This is my extra glue because, believe it or not, on my last trip, I ran out of glue sticks and had to stop at a Walmart. Oh, there's like hair stuck all over this. This is packing tape. I always bring this in case I have to. Well, it does come in handy while you're camping too. Like duct tape or packing tape is just useful to have in general. But I always have to perform surgery on my books, so I just bring this just in case something falls apart. And then, of course, handy dandy masking tape for the same reason, essentially. It's just more sticky than washi, but not as sticky as packing tape. So that's what's in the bottom of my bag. And the grand reveal of my new journal. My lovely friend Jenny gifted me this book, Recycled with Flair. And I asked her if I could rip it up. She's not a controlling gift giver, but I was careful just in case. But it's kind of funny because the book in and of itself was recycled with flair. So that was funny to me. But yeah, anyway, so I made this cover, and this is the first journal I've made out of an altered book. I drew this little sticker of, there's something stuck to her, my little Animal Crossing character, because I play Amiibo on DS. So I made this little sticker of my avatar and put her on the back. And then I made the alien sticker too. My little third eye alien here. And so we open it now. There's 2 signatures. I think there's 10 pages in each signature. This is just a little poem from a fairy book. Song for a Summer Evening, which is perfect because we're going to be camping and adventuring. I picked out a lot of papers I dyed and a lot of blank papers because I wanted a lot of writing space. I had to rip this out from my composition book because I skipped it by accident. And this one too. There is very few book pages in here, which is typically my signature in junk journals. I have a little pocket here I can decorate and put cute images in there. That's from Bill's. Yeah, I did want a lot of writing space. So I'll probably come in here, and I also have a little watercolor kit I'm bringing, but I have to dig that out yet. But I'll probably come in here and watercolor some of these more blank pages. I just don't do well with white. So, and this is the fairy book I pulled the poems from. Some sheet music from a folk song book. There's lots of bunnies in this one, which I love. Little goose. And there is another pocket. Oof, how does it work? Wait. I forget what I did. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have to tape this side together yet. Let me see if I can find. So I have to tape this edge together or glue it or whatever, but this is a pocket I could put a cool like peekaboo image into, and then I made a front pocket right there. And I'll show you at the end what that is relevant for. So there's that. And that's the end. So then I have these 2 envelopes of things that I made this envelope of things that I just really like to incorporate. I made a little pocket here, and this is a bag that at some point marijuana came in it, but we actually received this cool bag. River collects like enamel pins, and one of the guys he ordered pins off of from Mercari sent his pins in a weed dispensary bag. But I just really like the design, so that was cool to get, and maybe I'll put some little pebbles or something in there. from our adventures. So that's in there. And then, so what that little pocket, my double pocket is for, when I made a bunch of master boards and tags for some journals I was selling, I saved my personal favorite tags, and they've been sitting in a little holder on my desk for a long time. But I made this pocket so that I could hold a couple tags. And yeah, I really liked all 4 of those, so I set it aside for myself. I had like 25 of them or something. I just have some stickers in here in case I want to decorate the little bunny, the sleeping bears, cute images, Sailor Moon. I like this Grateful Dead sticker with the sunflower. So yeah, I picked out a few things specific for this project, and these are pieces left over from actually making the journal. So I'll incorporate the envelope somewhere, and then I'll incorporate these little matching pieces. And actually, I have this little strip. Here's Marco. He's trolling for pets and love. First thing in the morning. It was night, and some fireflies danced around the moon. I got that from a kid's book, so I meant to put that in there. So, yay, that's my new journal. It's so beautiful and compact. I'm so glad it's 6x8 or whatever the standard size is, again, because that other journal was very chunky to carry around. I found myself carrying a little notebook, and I would take notes and then rip them out and put them in the big journal. So this is what I have. That's my art travel setup, and I'm really excited to go on this trip. When I get back, maybe I'll film a flip for you guys. I'm trying to get, now that I have a couple subscribers, I'm trying to get on a regular, here he is, on a regular posting schedule so that I can have some sense of normalcy, because YouTube is still very strange for me. So that's it for today, and I will see y'all when I get back from my trip, and hopefully you guys have as good of a weekend as I will. And happy birthday to me, because my birthday's on Tuesday. This is our birthday road trip. Anyway, okay guys, I'll see you when I get back. Thanks for watching.